That fucking sucked. Let me try that again. There we go. Ah! I don't know why, but like just going at it like this just doesn't work. I can't thunderclap. Anyways, hello, welcome back to the Autumn Mains Beast, and today we're back with Residim's in love with me, Suggoi Ecchi. Like I said, the only other route I will go for, aside from Miyabi and Reika's route, is Yuu-Route, because I just really want to go through it. And this game is way too much porn otherwise. So yeah, I hope you guys can forgive me for that. I'll probably like start the poll in a bit. So yeah, you want to actually play the game yourself? Feel free to buy it. It's like the all ages version is just Gomez route, but you can get the app if you buy the all ages version on Steam. You can get the patch for free. On what was it? Hold on. I don't remember what it's on, what page it's on. Anyways, yeah, that's basically it. But for now, let's actually just go into Yuu-Route. Because I actually want to try to hurry it up since this is gonna be a short one. I'm thinking of potentially recording some Saku after I'm done with this. So let's get into it. Oh yeah, right. I forget that I'm not that this screen is not to be trusted. That is not high enough.
私の地元では面倒なしきたりがあった。勝手に婚約者を決められるとか、ほんと面倒。だから面倒になって、面倒だけど上京してきたんだけど。そこで見事、デンっていう最高の旦那様をゲットしたゆうちゃん、大勝利。付き合ってからというもの、ぬるぬるで、タプタプで、ヘコヘコな毎日。さらに、レンのおかげで雪女なのに冷え性っていう体質も治った。
This is still a nice CG, but
本当にレンは最高の旦那様。そして私は最強の奥様。誰にも邪魔されない二人暮らしも始まるし、私たちの進撃は誰にも止められない。
It's just the opening again. Is it safe? Apparently it is.
ここがレンが住んでたところ。スンスン。くんかくんか。ゴロゴロ。
Adorable.
ゴロゴロ。ゴロゴロ。
There she goes.
ゴロゴロ。
Oh, there she goes. You? May I ask why you're rolling around on the floor? It's been quite a while since I came home. And even longer since I came here with a considerable amount of luggage in tow. Though we only really brought 2 bags from Ditzy. Ditzy actually, the share is actually a word for from. Or 2. Bishe, like Allah, is when it's about an actual location, and she was for if you're trying to say to somebody's place. But hey, don't quote me on that because it's been fucking ages since I had that in French class. And I put both bags down and turned to the girl tumbling about the living room, both body extended like a pencil.
ああ、ごめん。一人で盛り上がっちゃった。レンの匂いがして、ちょっと緊張して、すごく嬉しかったから、彼女が初めて彼氏の部屋に行くみたいな感じ。レンの家に来てテンション上がっちゃったゆうちゃんでした。
I see what you mean. Tell you the truth, I'm having a hard time keeping perfectly calm myself, which is odd considering how much time we spent together in my room at the dorm. But now that we're at my house, and in my house, my own place, it's a different beast, so to speak. Yeah, it is a fresh new feeling for me. Part anxious, part shy, mostly happy.
これからは私の匂いもどんどんつけてく。
ruin the mood by saying it should smell of Emily as well.
私とレンの部屋にしていく。
Annoying. Sorry about this. There you go. You, our house. Yep, from now on this place belongs to both me and you. As short as our time together has been so far, Yuu has graduated from the Ditz dorm. And as such, she no longer has a reason to stay there. She even said she wants to live with me. And of course I said the same. Thus, here we are. So yeah, anxious, shy, but mostly happy. Just thinking about how we'll be living together here gives me excited jitters. Yeah, ours. So let's...
とりあえず今日はリリアとエミリの匂いがしなくなるまでマーキングしてく。スリスリ。スリスリ。スリスリスリーン。
This here is wrong, somehow. Every now and then Yuu goes above and beyond to demonstrate just how crazy she is about me. Which makes me feel a little more anxious, embarrassed, happy, excited than before. And seeing her do this sends a little tingle through my nerves too. This, of all things, is how we've started our life together. She's just rubbing her ass all over the walls. Here's the bath, and the water heater control is over here. Press here and here, and you can reheat or...
ゆうちゃん、覚えました。実家のお風呂と一緒だから簡単。
It seems to, like, occasionally this game seems to just cut off lines. It's really weird. Oh, really? And you should be able to use it just fine. We open doors and windows to cycle out the old air as I give her the tour. It's far from the largest house in town, though. In fact, it's rather small, so it's hard to call this a door by any standard.
これはドラム式の洗濯機。かっこいい。
I'll show how to use it when we need to. Not that it's complicated. You just add the detergent and hit the start button.
ドラム式の初めてだからちゃんと教えてほしい。洗濯当番は私がするから知っておきたいし。
Charge of laundry. The conversation turns quizzical as we amble back to the living room.
二人で暮らすんだから家事も分担。だから洗濯は私にやらせて。
I get that and I agree, but why not just take turns? That's actually what I had in mind, to be honest.
ブラジャーとかパンツ見られるの恥ずかしいから。だから洗濯は私にやらせてほしい。
Oh, right. Okay, I should have realized. Sorry. Yuu was blushing furiously. I didn't think her unmentionables was an issue, given how much more intimate things have been going. We've been going. Given how much more intimate things we've been doing. I do get where she's coming from. Young women's hearts can be whimsical like that. Okay, I'll leave it to you then.
任せて。レンの服もじゃんじゃんバリバリ洗う。汚れどころかシャツのプリントも落としてみせる。
No, don't do that. Maybe don't take it that far?
でもレンがどうしても私の下着見たいって言うなら変わってもいいけど。
Oh, no need to worry. When asked whether I'd like to see her underwear, the answer is obviously a resounding yes, but another time. I never get the whole excitement behind, yes, it's a piece of underwear. It's good when it's on the woman, but not off the woman. Retarded.
ちょっとくらい慌ててくれてもいいのに。
I promise you I will seriously considering it. Actually, are you really okay with your man getting hot and bothered over your laundry?
ちょっと引くし恥ずかしいけど、レンがしたいなら我慢する。待って。その前になんでレンは私よりブラとかパンツを見たがるの？
You know what? While we're on the topic, let's discuss how we'll divvy up the housework. have a looming feeling that if we stick to this line of question and answer, we'll stray into some awkward territory. What about meals? I wouldn't mind trading kitchen duty every other day, like with the laundry.
レンのご飯美味しいし好きだからいつも作ってもらいたい。でも彼女として彼氏に作りたいって気持ちもバリバリある。というわけでご飯は交代で作ってくことにしよう。
Sure. And who doesn't cook cleans up instead. If we're doing the laundry, I might as well take general cleaning duty. And if you're doing laundry, I might as well take general cleaning duty.
お願い。もちろん大変な時は私も手伝うから。あとはゴミ出し当番。二人暮らしのお約束。
It does show up in a lot of TV shows and manga, doesn't it? Honey, you forgot to put the trash out again and stuff like that.
レン、ちょっとキモい。でもそれ。
So harsh. But honestly, I wouldn't mind always being on garbage detail.
ゴミ出しも交代でいいと思う。出すだけならそんな面倒じゃないし、気づいた人がやってもいいし。
Okay, we'll go with that arrangement. That's all the stuff we have to decide for now, I think.
また出てきたらその時に決めればいい。
Okay. That covers all the topics for today's agenda then. Kind of an abrupt end to the discussion. It's not that we're feeling particularly awkward, so to speak. You're not even looking for new things to say. It's that we're alone in this room together. Though we're both slowly growing increasingly restless. It's actually strangely pleasant. Our minds are racing in a good sort of way. That's right. It's just the two of us in here. Could start getting naughty right this minute and nobody else would know. Not that this wasn't the case when we were doing it before, of course. Maybe it's the difference in implication between doing it here and doing it at the old rooms.
レン、
You sidles up beside me, blushing lightly.
これからレンと二人暮らし。二人っきりいっぱいいっぱいイチャイチャできる。朝も昼も夕方も夜もずっと一緒。
I just do this so it actually shows me the border, so I know where it is.
レンがそばにいて、レンのそばにいられる。そう思うとすごいワクワクしてきた。
You? Oh, what's this feeling? Sweet and sour emotion is welling up in my heart. I feel compelled to embrace you with all my might right this second. It's only Newt. Newt? Newt! It's only noon. You have to set some standards. Right? You gotta stay calm. Stay rational. Just moving here doesn't change anything profound in our relationship. We're just in a different place. I start to take slow breaths. 4 in, 4 out. Okay, my heart's calm again. Yeah, it gets me excited too.
なら、早速イチャイチャしよう。というかする。
Huh? Right now?
もちろん、今から。雪女タックルからの雪女クリンチ。ユウ選手、レン選手の上に乗ったマウントポジションだ。がっちりホールドしてからのスリスリ攻撃。
That is something. So soft and bouncy. Oh, I forgot. Sensation of Yu's plush, smooth cheeks and incredible breasts sliding against my skin is
さあ、レン選手。
Boy, she's really into the egg this time for some reason. It's just not to say that I'm not totally into it too. You started this, you, so don't complain if I pull a reversal on you. Best defense is a solid offense. Take this! Go! Just like that, you and I spend a satisfying afternoon fooling around and playing. Surprisingly, no fucking. All the fucking's there. Or not. What the fuck? Yukiana Dempsey roll! Boobs go boing, 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 boing. Oh, she's doing the fucking... She's doing the like, what's it called? What's that boxing manga called? Hold on. Hajime no Ippo. Dempsey roll is a technique used by Makonochi Ippo. First created by Jack Dempsey, Ippo came up with the idea without knowing it already existed while watching how Mike Tyson bopped his head and used the momentum to punch. The Dempsey roll had conquered the world during Jack Dempsey's boxing days in the 1920s, along with Fujitakashi also using the technique many years later. Then the technique disappeared from history as modern boxing had more boxers utilizing speed, counters, and rhythm, making the Dempsey roll not useful. So yeah, like that is like an actual boxing thing, but I just know it because of fucking Hajime no Ippo. I adore the fucking boobs go boing, 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 boing. So, what do you want to do for dinner tonight?
お肉ピリ辛の生姜焼きがいい
Especially that just spicy enough ginger fried pork. Yeah, okay. Just spicy enough, eh? Got it. Having finished our flirty episode in the apartment, you and I have come to shop for groceries. As is typical on move-in day, our fridge is currently devoid of anything.
レンは食べたいものある
Not particularly, I guess.
私もレンのご飯作ろうと思って。せっかく二人暮らしの初日、こう特別感を出したい。
Oh, now I really feel loved. You're not being sarcastic.
でも、レンが食べたいものないなら仕方ない。今日は一緒に作るだけで我慢する。その代わり明日は私が作る。だから食べたいものを考えといて。
I'm looking forward to that. Okay, I'll mull over.
そうだ。お米ってある？まず白米ありき。白米からすべてが始まる。
I seem to remember there being some in the rice box. Well, I don't want to risk it with old rice. Let's buy a new bag.
シャンプー持ってくるの忘れてた。それも買わないと。
Shampoo? They should have that at the drugstore then. What about your toothbrush and such? Got that covered?
そっちはバッチリ。歯磨き粉もちゃんと持ってきた。
Our conversation continues on such topics as we carry on with the shopping. We brought so much my fingers hurt from the weight of the bags.
ただいま。疲れた。
Welcome home, then. Thanks for sharing the load. Wait.
おかえり?
Guess it's sweet for me to say that when we came home together, isn't it? The whole exchange is odd. You said finally home, and I just kinda naturally applied the normal response. It's just so natural for me to say that I went ahead and said it out of proper context. It's kinda hard to explain the psychology beyond that. It's an aspect of returning to our shared home in there somewhere.
ゃない。さっきのいい。ゆうちゃんのハートにビビッときました。レンにただいまって言って、おかえりって言われるの、いい。二人暮らししてるって感じがうまく出てます。
She beams happily as she says this. I'm glad to know that you has the same feeling about this development that I do. Can't help but blush with giddy embarrassment over it. Only was thinking the same thing myself.
なら交代ね。次は私から。おかえり、レン。
I'm home, you.
ご飯食べながらエッチする？お風呂に入りながらする？それとも、普通にエッチ？
Uh-huh. Now she brings that up, I truly feel at home. It just skipped. The washing machine is doing a magnum tornado. Oh, it sure is spinning. Why is she naked? Did they actually have sex?
レン、ご飯まだ
21:20. Of course, it'd be something. Engi. Very, very engi. Anyways, let me just... suppose it would be best to do it like this. I glance at the clock and see that it's just past 5 o'clock. Hungry much? Well, it is. Well, it's a bit early, but okay. It's what I'd say in any other situation, but let me interject. Why are you nude?
アルルの真似。なんて、冗談。持ってきた服全部洗濯しちゃったから着るものがない。ドラム式の洗濯機初めてだからテンション上がっちゃった。失敗。
That's an explanation, I guess. Knowing you, I don't doubt that you would get excited over something like
ちょ
that.
っと恥ずかしいけど、レンとくっつけばあったかいし、別にいいかなって。
Just hand her one of your shirts. There's nothing better than a nude girl wearing one of your shirts. I didn't say anything. Shut the fuck up. And that may cause a few problems in the kitchen. I'll lend you something of mine if you'll wear it, please.
なるほど。レンは自分の服を彼女に着せたいタイプ。
Just imagine yourself. You spent a wonderful night with your lover. It probably was the first night. Imagine it being the first night you've spent together. It was passionate. It felt good. You both fell asleep next to each other in a comfortable sense of exhaustion. The next morning, you wake up and she's out of bed. You decide to get up and check where she is, and you just see her in the kitchen, making rice, only wearing her panties and your button-up shirt. There you go. Thank me later. I should have known you'd come bringing trouble like this. But having said that, I do find this really cute of her, of course.
レンに言われたら仕方ない。面倒だけど着物着てくる。
Phew. You exposed a fair amount of skin even with that kimono on, but it's still better than her going stark naked. I can relax with that. Won't be able to sit still with Yu's massive snowballs in my face like that. I'd be more than a little restless shortly, in fact. Now that I think about it, you did the same thing back at the dorm once. A time just like tonight, you had been forced to wear the kimono after washing literally all of her clothes. I encountered her at just the right time to see it. I seem to remember that encounter ending with my hands having touched various parts of her body. No, stop. I just asked you to wear clothes. Why am I having these thoughts now? I should get on with getting dinner ready. I stretch my arms for no particular reason and make off towards the kitchen. Is it safe now? I feel nice. Hugh, the bath's open.
わかった。じゃあ私も入ってくる。
You calls back to me, once again rolling around on the floor. Is she marking the place the way she was before? Sorry to make you go
気
second.
にしない。良妻は夫を立てるもの。それに、 この後たっぷりイチャイチャするつもりだから、ちゃんと準備したかったし。だから、レンももう少し我慢してて。
What does she mean by be ready? Curious, I walked to the bathroom to ask. Wait for me, she says. She had sexy times on her mind for practically the whole day, hasn't she? Not that I can't complain, or even say that I haven't, since I totally have. She's just humming. I can hear her rinsing off with the shower head. Kind of a visceral feeling, should I say? Like this feels more real than before. Of course, there's reality itself, but it doesn't feel real so much as it is real. Right now, I have you in my house, in my bath, naked. Yeah, naked. Yeah, of course she is. It's a bath. What am I getting so enamored over? For now, I guess I should just cool down. What's left to do tonight is sleep. Might as well get out of the futons for what happens before that. Even if we don't end up actually doing it, we can just sleep on the spot instead. I'm not even sure if the nonsense I'm spouting to justify keeping myself busy right now. Okay, all down. Condoms. Yep, got a box ready. What's left? Tissues. That's right, where are those? Maybe I should open a fresh box just in case. But if I do that, it's like I'm betting on us going at it for a really long time. Not that I have a problem with that. I'm all for it. What am I, still a virgin? Why am I fretting so much over this? Why can't I just sit still? Definitely won't be the first time we spent the night together. God, I'm doing push-ups for some reason. Still, it's our first time doing it at my house. First time sharing a bed with you at our home. Now I'm doing sit-ups! Why is he doing random workout?
さっぱりすっきり。
Oh, glad you enjoyed it.
なんでスクワットしてるの？お風呂入ったのに汗かいちゃう。
Because my religion says I have to.
ならしょうがない。
Oh God. Oh good, she dropped the topic right away. Just thinking of sex with you is getting me antsy, but I feel too lame to say so.
それにしても、もう布団引いてる、レン。エッチする気満々。イチャイチャするって言ったけど、エッチするとは言ってないのに。
I can't say that's not true, but... Just look in the eyes. I know you by now. God, even when I talk to myself, I didn't explicitly mention sex. But, yeah, I definitely have sex in mind now. Might as well speak the truth. This is the first night we're gonna spend together here. You can't tell me you're gonna say no now. I'm itching to hold you in my arms right now. I'm being completely honest. I have no reason to lie.
ごめん。少しからかいすぎた。
Look at this!
本当はすごく嬉しい。レンもそう思ってくれてて。実は私も結構ドキドキしてた。シャワーを浴びながらドキドキしてた。
You can tell that she's thinking back on that sensation. Her cheeks, still rosy from the heat of the bath, flushed deeper.
私も一緒。レンと一緒に住む最初の夜だから、レンに抱いてほしいって思ってる。
You?
髪も体も、口も首も、耳の裏も脇も、おっぱいの下も、あそこも。レンにどこを愛してもらってもいいように、ちゃんと。
Again, it's cut off there. Yeah. I thought I was seeing things, but now I realize that you has been practically sparkling ever since she left the
だか
bath.
ら、抱いて、優しく、激しく、エッチ、しよう。
I'm just prepared. Yeah, let's do it. Already the air between us has grown hot and sweet. Slowly we draw near each other. I nod reassuringly to you, wrap one arm around her waist, and reach behind her to turn out the light. See you after the sex scene. Alright, we back. Wow, your face is totally glowing, you. It is now Monday. You and I spend... This is happening a lot in her route. Yu's face is fixed in a faded expression. Well, not really, I'm kidding. We're both just coasting on that feeling. Because you keep saying ama, all I can think about is fucking Majima just bursting through the window. Because that's what he says a lot in Yakuza Kiwami 1 whenever you level up the Yakuza, not the Majima Everywhere gauge. Like every time it rises, there's a chance he just says like, Amaya! I have no idea how that comparison is supposed to make sense. Both of those are equally delicious to me. Wait, no, these are just bug bites. Not that she's wrong. You, please don't tell her anything crazy. Not that he did anything particularly crazy. Unless you count the sex, in which case we did. What the fuck did you tell her? Lydia dashes off to the bathroom with deeply flushed cheeks. What exactly did you tell Lydia? Okay, I have a bad feeling about this. Just keep the X-rated stuff to a minimum, okay? I can't fault her when she does that. I can't scold her for anything at all when she seems so satisfied with herself anyway. I forgot to put this back down here. Nah, not enough room, and the air conditioner kept us warm enough. You and I are mid-date. It's our second day off since we started living together. We got on this topic when we passed by a store window with a on sale plug-in heaters. With a sale on plug-in heaters. It was actually right. I'm the retarded one. Did you have one at your house? I mean, you could probably just put something in a box, put it outside, and that's your fridge. Nobody needs an air conditioner that cold. And a Kadetsu wasn't pretty much all you had, but whatever. I get what you meant anyway. It's like, just being warm isn't enough, I guess. Yeah, it'd be nice to have one when the time comes. If we're gonna share a house, I guess we should get one. We'll find a place selling them eventually, so we can drop in when we come across it. Oh, but for something so simple, by all means, do that more. Yu's body is as soft and bouncy as always.
気をつけた方がいい。こたつは魔性のアイテムだから危ない。
It just reminds me of that one chapter of Horimiya. Where everyone's just peacefully sleeping. Like everyone's like, okay, you need to leave soon, so try not to fall asleep. Oh, don't worry, I'll leave in time. And then it's fucking midnight, they're all asleep. Miyamura just wakes up. Oh, fuck. Toilet. My legs are stuck. Hey! Wake up! What? Our legs are stuck together! Where they somehow just managed to make a fucking weird mishmash of their legs and they couldn't get out. I'm glad I have an expert with me then. Beware of what though?
こたつは気持ちよさから一度入ると二度と抜け出せない。机の上に何でも置けるのも問題。スマホ、リモコン、みかん、ジュース、ノートパソコン。自分に都合のいい世界を作る。
The way you phrase that sounds kind of cool. We're still talking about the same thing, right?
そのうちトイレも。さすがにそれはいかないとダメ。でもこたつから出たくない。出られない。そんな時目に留まるのがさっき飲み干したペットボトル。
Okay, don't stop! At least preserve some sense of decency.
まあそこはちゃんと行くから安心して。それに今はレンもいるし私も安心できる。
What do you mean by that? Like, am I playing the part of the bottle now? Am I getting some freshly squeezed?
レンと一緒にこたつむりするの楽しみ。お鍋とかしよう。
I have nothing to say that I'd use beaming too brightly for me to form words. But I really do hope she wasn't seriously implying that.
ね、これ欲しい。これ買おう。
As you walk, we finally stumble on the furniture store she wanted to find. Man, shopping for furniture together really concentrates that newlywed feeling. I mean, we're mostly using what was already in my house. Still, one day we'll move out of there and furnish a place that's truly our own. We'll be out browsing the appliance stores and such, just as we are now.
ねえ、どこ見てるの？ちゃんと見て、このベッド。
It's all fanciful thinking about my part. Time to return to reality.
実家じゃずっと布団だったから、ベッド欲しかった。憧れ。
I'm pretty sure the dorms had beds.
ほら、見てね。ボヨンボヨン跳ねる。
This is adorable. It is so fucking adorable. At a glance, I can tell that this is a rather fancy one, as beds go. Bursting with a pink princessy fairy tale theme. This is a wannabe princess's ideal bed. In fact, this must have been custom made for exactly that.
寝心地もすっごいいい。これならよく眠れる。レンも来て。絶対気に入るから。
I have to say something first. It's not that a princessy style bed is a bad thing per se. Everyone has their tastes, and to say otherwise would be rude to say the least.
何？どうしたの、レン
？You? I just have to say this. It's just, I don't think that's quite the right choice for us, you know? All apologies to you, but I'd be far too embarrassed. Just having it in my house would be embarrassing, to say nothing of actually sleeping in it. I'm not sure if I can tell that, I can call that a legitimate root concern.
なんで？私と寝るの嫌なの？
That's definitely not what I'm getting at here.
じゃあ問題ない。いい生活にはいい睡眠が大事。
Oh god, she's going to make me agree to buy this at this rate. Thank you, you're hesitant, Fujima. It has to be a way to say no without hurting your feelings. Well, it's just that a bed that size is gonna... It's just that a bed that size isn't gonna fit in the room, you know? I actually rather like the bed itself. It's just, with so little space, will this work? God, I hope it works.
言われてみれば。部屋が狭くなるのは 私も嫌だ。わかった。仕方ない。残念だけど諦める。
Like, it's too big if you can, like, just lay down, like, crosswise. Like a cross, just like with your full body. That's too wide. That's too wide. Yeah, sorry.
レンと住んでるんだし、私が欲しいからって決めちゃダメだし。
But I can tell from her drooping shoulders that she's definitely disappointed. Maybe I took this a bit too seriously. Why should I worry about how a bed looks in the privacy of our home? What she said also applies to me. Neither of us should make these decisions on our own. And I made her give up what she wanted just because I'm embarrassed over this.
ゆうちゃん、ひらめきました。狭かったらその分レンとくっつける。
Okay, maybe we should move on, yeah? We've got vacuums and stuff to hunt down. I can't deny that I like her line of thinking, though. There are some things people just can't give up on. I find myself realizing again for the umpteenth time. Yep. I guess the thing, a bed is the last thing you need since you currently have an okay sleeping situation. I want this vacuum cleaner. It says cyclone, but we have a vacuum cleaner and I put it back. Like, what they need right now are stuff they don't have. They have a comfortable sleeping situation with their futons. They seem perfectly fine with it. Hell, they probably even still have the bed that Emmy was sleeping in. Just air it out a bit so it doesn't smell of Emmy anymore, and you'll be completely fucking fine. But like, that bed looked expensive. They are still students. They still need to save a bit at least. Listen. I know this is your house now, but please, wear clothes. For the sake of my sanity. For the sake of my sanity. Just do it. 0. 42. 25. Let's just do it for my sanity, please, you. Sorry, but I just couldn't stand leaving the kitchen in the state it was in before bathing. No, I'm not the only person on the planet who can't stand a dirty kitchen. Nor am I the only one who winds up cleaning more than just the kitchen during the process. Okay, well, go ahead and turn the console on. But please put on some clothes when you've done that. I swerve into the bathroom to find... you. I've encountered quite the mood killer. And as for what that is, you really enjoyed that bath, huh? The water is lukewarm at best. Not exactly the type to prefer scorching hot baths, but this is just too cold. This is normal, right? That letdown feeling when you're expecting a dip in a hot bath, and it's no better than an hour-old soup.
すごくいいお湯だった。雪女好みのぬるめなベスト温度。
I just feel the need to show y'all this. Put the protective wall back up.
レンが設定してた温度だと暑すぎる。あんなのに入ったら溶けちゃう。嘘。本当は溶けない。
Okay, I get it. I'd almost forgotten that she's a Yuki-onna. It's easy to let that thought slip when she and all the other demon girls act so human otherwise. Since we so often take showers instead in summer, it would take a while for this topic to come up.
忘れてた。レンは人だから雪女的温度だとぬるい。一緒に入ってる時はイチャイチャしてたから気にならなかった。
That I can understand.
それならレン、先に入って。私は後でいいから。やっぱり旦那様は一番風呂に入ってもらいたい、ゆうちゃん。
Like, it makes sense for them since she likes the bath colder than he does. So he just goes in while it's still hot, and by the time she goes in, it's cooled down a bit. No, look, it's fine. I definitely have to shut that line of thought down right away.
でも、私の後だったら寒い。レンが風邪ひいちゃう。
Like, this isn't about, yes, he's the man in the house, so he gets to bathe first. This is about practicality. She likes it colder while he likes it warmer. But you don't want to waste the water, probably. As seen by the fact that they both seem to just be using the same water. So just let him bathe first. So by the time you go in, it's cooled down to the temperature you enjoy. I only asked because I was curious about the temperature. It's just right for me in the summer. Forcing concessions from you while we live together is the last thing I want to do. Like, this isn't about, like, forcing concessions or something. This is just about living, like, making living together as convenient for all parties as possible. Like, it would cost, like, the living expense would go up if he had to, like, redo his bath, but his comfort would go down if he had to actively, like, bathe in cold water. Like, over time, this would not end well. And I can just hit the reheat button on the control panel if I need to heat it up. Or not. I was unaware about the reheat button. Like, my bath does not have a reheat button. If you want to, like, have hot water, you need to pour in hot water. There's nothing like reheating.
その代わりゆうちゃん、レン専用の湯たんぽになる。湯冷めしたら言って。してなくても言って。
Oh, that sounds good.
むしろ今抱きつく。ぎゅー。
She's suddenly stripped. Whoa, you! Don't glump me out of nowhere like that. Wait, how are you hotter and softer than a real hot water bottle?
そういうレンもあったかくてカッチカチ。あそこが。
What? Now we're moving on to dirty
でも
jokes?
そうなるでしょこのままだと。
Yeah, I do.
レン
Oh, you! And I indulge myself in the special heat edition Yu has made of herself. After tiring ourselves out in various ways throughout the evening, we spent the rest of the night sleeping quite peacefully. I guess I should keep this down here and this up here. That's probably more convenient. Such nice weather today. Perfect setting for getting all the housework done. Though if someone were to ask me how weekend plus good weather plus living with my girlfriend equals housework, I'd have trouble answering. It is what it is. She's still naked. And sleeping. My adorable girlfriend is still fast asleep, looking absolutely precious. She says she hates leaving the futon for the cold air in the morning, but I understand that she's just not a morning person in general most of the time. Maybe Yuki-onna have naturally low blood pressure, or is that even related? I don't know. For fuck's sake. Ah, she's so cute. Cute and beautiful on top of that, like freshly fallen snow. It's as if the term snowman was invented specifically for her. There, you can't see it. You can't see it. I can still show it, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. I don't know why it's funny to me. Oh, that one's actually also quite big. Anyways, that's the wrong one. I should probably make it so this one is down here. And this one is up here. Actually, you know what? Let's leave them like this so I don't actually accidentally mess up. But swap their positioning. So I can say, yes, the lower one needs to be active, and now the upper one needs to be active. But I have things to do today. No time for wallowing in pride over my girlfriend. Be it for a day cleaning day, she has to wake up sooner or later. It's time to get up. Come on, look at how beautiful the weather is today.
寒い。布団から出たくない。寒 昨日あんなに頑張ったのに、本当に絶利。
Oh no, I only put in the effort because you always do your best.
そう。だから疲れてる。休みなんだから、もうちょっと寝かせて。というか、レンもまだ寝よう。一緒に。
Yuu slowly extends her hand from the covers to make her point. I take the opportunity to glance towards her chest. And oh, what a divine sight that valley is. That inviting combination of size, softness, and warmth, a warmth tug at my self-control. I want to jump right in, but I can't. I'll have to decline this time. It won't do to waste my time being lazy today. You can sleep in like that if you want, you. She must have barely even been half asleep. She conked right out mid-sentence. Yeah, it's hard for me to turn that off or down, too. To make up for that, I should clean up the house enough to justify being all over each other the moment she wakes up. Okay, then where to start? The dishes are already done, and the vacuum would wake you up right away. Guess I'll work on the laundry, or putting the balls out for recycling. The laundry is Yu's responsibilities, but I might as well get it out of the way. And who knows, maybe she'll do something nice for me in return. Doing each other a favor all the time is natural for a well-healthy household, isn't it? And involuntarily, the expectant grin sprouts on my face as I amble over to the laundry machine. Nom nom, this really is the true Snow White. I hate you right now, buddy. Actually, I don't trust her at all. She's gonna be naked again. She's naked again! I'm so fucking good! Fuck you, you! I regret this. I regret this a lot. Put a fucking shirt on! Maybe you would be less cold if you wore a fucking pajama! Morning, you. I finished the chores at hand just before noon, and a still groggy you shuffles in with perfect timing. Sorry, did I wake you? I make the hopefully wiser choice. I make the hopefully wiser choice of not telling her you were totally sound asleep. But what she says does make me feel needed, which is nice. If it makes you feel better, I'm pretty much done with the housework, so you can laze around so we can laze around together all you want for the rest of the day. Don't forget to put some clothes on! And put on clothes, you'll catch cold for real! The still 100% groggy, Yu sidles away in the direction of the bathroom. So now I have a whole lazy day to spend with you. What should we do? We haven't gone on any real dates since we moved in here. Step out somewhere. That's not exactly a lazy day if we leave the house. It'd be more like lying down together and watching a movie or gaming. Whatever, we can decide once she's out of the bathroom. Put some clothes on. Good girl. Yeah, I did. The weather's nice, so I figured all the better to hang him out. Huh? Think nothing of it. That's a somewhat different reaction to what I was expecting. Usually she'd say something like...
ありがとう、レン。お礼にいい子いい子してあげる。あそこも一緒に、いい子いい子。
I expected it to go that way, but also that bit just now was totally my imagination. That hasn't quite happened yet.
なんでやったの？洗濯は私がするって最初に決めたのに。
I did it because I had the spare time to. Why?
それは 起きてこなかった私が悪いけど。
Okay, something's wrong here. Are you mad about it, you?
はい。ゆうちゃん怒ってます。
But why?
レンが私のブラジャーもパンツも洗濯したのに怒ってます。
Oh, right, that.
見られるの恥ずかしいから自分でしたかったのに。
I'm sorry. Didn't realize that was a reason you had them separated. You said it wasn't that big a deal before.
乙女心は難しいの。
Yes, ma'am. I consider it a failure on my part as her boyfriend, and as a man, that I have no way to refute that.
まさかレンが洗濯前のが好きな変態だったなんて。奥様としてはとても心配。朝も誘ったのに一緒に寝てくれなかったし。
Okay, first of all, I'm definitely not aroused by worn panties and such. Second, there's a reason I didn't get back into bed.
言い訳無用。
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry. It's better to just apologize. I feel like I know a few people who think I was bragging if I told them I got scolded for watching my girlfriend's bra.
そうだ。ごめん、レン。言い過ぎた。もともと私が起きてこなかったのが悪いだけ。レンは代わりに洗濯してくれた。なのに、私はお礼もしてない。
You don't need to. That was an odd and abrupt change of tone, not to mention that smile. I usually love it when Yui directs her smile my way, but this one just scares me somehow.
だから、そのお礼とお詫びに、レンはブラとパンツを洗濯してくれたから、私はおちんちんを掃除する。
Huh? Wash what now?
シュワッチ、ゆうちゃんドライブ。
Oh, she's suddenly naked! Of course she wouldn't bother repeating herself. You skillfully peels away her clothes and pulls my pants halfway down immediately after. Help. Did you put her underwear over her titties and is giving him a boob job now? Excuse me, I'm just gonna keep clicking until the fucking thing zooms out. Yep, that's it. She has put her boobs through the holes on her panties and is now giving him a boob job. What? Huh? See after the sex scene.
来たばっかりなのに張り切りすぎた。
We're back.
疲れたからちょっとお昼寝する。レンも一緒に寝よう。
You beams at me, clearly more than satisfied. Of course, I'm just as satisfied in a manner of speaking. What, a nap now? You just woke up less than an hour ago. And we haven't cleaned a thing around the house.
いいから。掃除なんていつでもできる。でも、こうやって一緒に寝たりする日は今日しかない。違う？
I mean, I guess so.
じゃあ寝よう。おやすみ。
Now that you is out like a light. Well, I suppose I can see why she napped now. Tired enough as it is on my end, might as well postpone the chores until the evening. At any rate, Yu's body is too soft and warm to refuse for a nap companion. Just for a little while then. Yeah, let's say a 2-hour nap is enough. Then we can finally get to cleaning the house for real. So I think to myself aloud as my eyes begin to droop. Fail to see the folly in this idea until we wake up in the late evening hours. Start wearing clothes, please! You're naked again! So hot. Of course it's hot. The AC isn't on. The blanket we're using is super thick. No blankets aren't warm enough for you. Gently, to avoid waking her up, I extract my arm from beneath her head and slowly rise from the bed. Speaking of which, I recently figured out how to avoid my arm going numb when I do that, I'm proud to say. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, I'm so sweaty. Wipe the head from my forehead. Sweat, not head. I wipe the sweat from my forehead. I hate it when I wake up soaked in sweat. And the futon soaked with it is no better either. I should air it out today. And just as I have that thought... Ugh, cold. There it is. Now that I'm gone, the sweaty clothes are making her feel cold. What a busy wake-up routine I have now. I mean, I suppose I have no room to complain. She and all the other girls in the world usually have more to do in the morning than I do. Yes, I'm still here. Yu's forehead is damp with sweat. I use my hand to gently wipe it away. Slight as my touches, it's still enough to elicit a reaction from my sleeping lover. Gazing upon her sleeping face has such a strong calming effect on me. 5 o'clock. Too early to get up, too late to go back to sleep. Yes, I'm still here, really. This time I could feel a twinge of loneliness in her voice, coupled with the aversion to the cold. That settles it. I'm going back into bed. I find myself in that mood some days anyway. And to me, any man is lazing about in bed next to my girlfriend is time well spent. A lazy day, sleeping in until noon can be nice sometimes. Yeah, sounds good. Gently enough to avoid waking her, I slowly slide back under the covers. I barely lift the blankets at all. I slide in close to keep her warm. Take my gross, sweaty body and leave the bed the way I came. I replaced the blanket over you, my heart now heavy with mild but empty sadness. I quietly make off towards the shower. Morning. Oh, are you crying? Why? He's just off in the corner, fucking in tears.
やっぱりデスドッグいい。この舌と喉が焼ける感じ最高。
Don't overdo it again. Here, have a nice cocoa.
ありがとう、レン。そう。
It is now the early afternoon. You and I are on a date. Not one of those date-like shopping trips. A bona fide date. And I didn't take her out because of what she said this morning, I swear. Definitely didn't invite her because I was bitter about being rejected. I'm not sure. I'm sure not feeling hurt that she said I was sweaty and gross.
Hug.
Boy, you're sweating like mad right now. Take a handkerchief and wipe her brow as I did this morning. You know, I thought being with me was helping you get over your cold problem. Why not have some ice cream? I do recall that she said her affinity for spicy food is due to her constant need to feel warm.
それはそれ、これはこれ。好きなものは好き。それに、デスドッグはレンとの思い出の味。これがなかったら、合ってなかったかもしれない。もぐ。そう思うと、この辛さも甘いくらい、いや、そんなことはない。反語。レンのことは第一印象から決めてました。
Thanks. Wait, what do you mean?
そう。デスドッグがなかったら、レンに会ってなかったって話。もぐ。
Let me wipe your mouth.
レンと私が会ったのは運命って話。
That's what you meant. That's kind of embarrassing to hear out loud, but I'm glad you think so. As usual, beating around the bush isn't something Yu does.
still not fully used to it. She still says things that can make me blush on
レンの
occasion.
体はあったかい。初めて会った時から思ってた。寒がりの私とあったかいね。二人が出会うことは決定してた。デスドッグがなくても。つまり運命。デスティニー。
I mean, I've not played it, but sure, I guess. Oh, what a grand way to frame it. But is my body really that warm? I thought it was pretty
違
average.
う。レンは分かってない。あったかいってのは雰囲気とか口調とか顔とかの話。もちろん体もそうだけど。
Yeah, this finger does not look good.
安心する温かさ。一緒に隣にいたいって思う。
Right.
だから決めてた。一目見た時からピンときた。私の相手はレンしかないって。
Thanks? God, I'm so horribly embarrassed, but also equally elated. It's wonderful to know that Yu's feelings run so deep that she would say this. My face must be bright red right now. I must regret my asking this in public. But all in all, I'm so glad I did!
やっぱりデスドッグ美味しい。
Whoops. Yu switches her focus back to the food. Perhaps saying those words aloud get her embarrassed too. Her face is flushed red too, and perhaps it's not just due to the ultra spicy food. She sits there, thinking of another way to divert the topic.
次どうしよっか。
Wanna go to see a movie? There's a new hero series coming out.
あ、そうだ。私買いたいものあった。っていうかできた。付き合ってレン。
Sure. Annoying. Yu takes my hand and briskly walks to this new destination. Makes me feel like the first time we went on a date. In a sense, though, my heart's beating even harder than it was back then. We walk to the market street together. Here, come with me. I can see the shining aura and all. Oh, it's a porn shop again. No. Whoops. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, annoying. Strolling through the market with you is nice and all.
大きいサイズだとこれとこれと。
Oh, geez, I think I
これくらいしか
remember seeing
いいのな。
the CG in the opening. In fact, I quite enjoy it.
新しい下着どっちかを。こっち？それともこっち？セクシーかアダルティか悩む。
Excuse me, I don't think you can count that one as underwear. Gods, I beg of you, spare me this torment. Yeah, I don't think you can count that as actual underwear. Like, that is underwear like solely designed for the sexy times and nothing else. That's underwear designed for actual use. On my right is all the thrilly fairy stuff. On my left, the lacy and fancy. There's a shelf of bikini-lined trimmers above me, and when I look down, I see pseudo-Lolita-style things. Vibrant colors here, pastels there. Look, everywhere I look, there's something fluffy, fuzzy, dainty, or naughty, in a word. Indeed, I'm in the one place in the market where men fear to tread. A lingerie store. I want to die. Nothing would please me more than to be spirited away out of this place. Such is the state of a man dragged to these stores.
ねえ、レンはこういうデザインってどう思う？私に似合うと思う？これとこれならどっちがいい？
But they both look perfectly fine to me. I look slightly to the left to avoid looking directly at the pairs of underwear in Yu's hands. I dodge a question over and over with the usual mass-produced lines. Honestly, I'm not sure if there's a human being alive who would stand, who could stand doing otherwise in this situation. I mean, she's asking you for normal advice. It's fine to look. If there is such a person, boy, would I love to get a lesson from them on coping with this. Don't be a bitch. But I don't know how I'm supposed to answer. It's not like Yu is putting them on and wearing them on the spot. All he's doing is asking which pair in her hands is better. But that's all the more reason for me to avoid direct answers. Of course, I've seen her dressed in her underwear. And less, so there's nothing to be shy about in theory. And whoever's panties and such it may be, it is in the end a few pieces of cloth. And in the case of bras with wires, a little bit of metal. It's just cloth and metal. I just can't bring myself to do it. Wait, if she's showing me these now, then what was the point of fussing over me washing them for her?
レンってば、私の下着なんてどうでもいいの？おっぱいがあればいいと思ってる？
That's obviously not the case.
彼氏なら彼女に可愛い下着つけてもらいたい。可愛い下着をつけた彼女を見たい。それなのにレンは見てくれない。ということは、おっぱいしか興味がないんでしょう。
Look, to be honest, just about anything you wear looks fantastic, you. And to use the word, all of it looks cute on you. I'm not trying to divert the conversation here, there's me being honest.
知ってる。レンがそう思ってること。だって、私がレンにメロメロだから。
Well, yeah, that's true.
そんなレンだから選んでほしいの。そんなレンに選んでほしいの。私にどんなのが似合うか。レンが似合うって思ったのをつけたい。だから、選んで。どっちが似合うと思う？
You?
あ、レンは自分の好きなのを着せたい派？それなら早く言ってくれればよかったのに。これとこれはどう？レンはどっちが好き？ほら、レン。私が着てるとこ、想像して、私とエッチしようとします。服を脱ぎます。ブラとパンツが現れます。その時、レンがしたいって思うブラとパンツはどっち？
You, would you please keep your voice down? I can detect the piercing gazes of everyone else in the store on us. Or rather on me, Yu's gaze is part of the herd. Though in her case, there's more love and expectation than, what I can only assume to be others' resentment. Guess I have no choice but to take a position. Yeah, I'll do it, so here goes! I'll be the good boyfriend and pick a set for her. Now the sets Yu is showing me are particularly gaudy. Has a nice balance of erotic and cute aspects in both. Yeah, no, the second one is it is all sex appeal. There is nothing you could ever argue. There's no way you can argue you're not wearing this for the sexy times. What else to consider? The strings. This half erotic / sexy for short. Erexy? No, never mind. It wouldn't be bad on you for sure. But I think a more normal style suits you better. No, I'm thinking of the effect it would have on you when you peels away her clothes to reveal that ultra risque bra and panties. Oh no, I'm not sure either of these are the prime option. You wanted me to pick the best one, not just the better of these two. I'll have to judge these again I have to judge these against every other set in the store. So I worried for nothing. Also, I like how the face actually stays down there. It's okay, leave it to me. I'll find the perfect pair for you, I promise. Throwing all my shyness to the wind, I start hunting through the racks of lingerie to find Yuu's perfect match. I'm well aware that this is an almost shameful display on my part, but I ignore my furiously blushing face to ardently search. And seeing her like that is cute in his own way, I must say.
すっごい恥ずかしかった。嬉しかったけど、恥ずかしかった。ゆうちゃん怒りました。選んでもらった下着は少しの間封印します。
A moment of taking things too far would eventually become the high point of the date, in a matter of speaking. You aren't you taking out the trash tomorrow? You haven't gathered up the bags yet. As I leave the bath, I realize that the bags are all still in the cans, not tied up.
明日の朝やるから大丈夫。そのままにしといて。ほうほう。こんな小さいのが。
What's she doing? Yeah, that's fine. That was a pretty carefree answer. Don't have a problem with leaving it until tomorrow, until the morning. But what is she doing? Why is she so fixated on her phone? Damn, now I'm craving attention! Oh, you playing a game or something? You've been glued to your phone for a while now.
ちょっと欲しいものがあって探してる。レンも気に入ると思うから楽しみにしてて。
Okay, I guess I will. I don't know what she's thinking of that. I wonder what she's thinking of that both of us would like. Curious now, but she's oddly focused. Trying to talk to her now might annoy her.
ほうほう。これはこれは。
You know what? I don't feel like making our morning busier. I'll do it now.
ありがとう、レン。
What am I doing? I'm floundering, looking for an excuse to pull my own girlfriend's attention away from a phone. I mean, it's not like I don't still feel close to her. As I pull out the bag of combustibles, I spy a familiar object. You, is this one of your bras? I've seen it a few times. Is it okay to just throw this away? I mean, it's kind of a waste to put this in the trash. If someone were to go rifling through our trash, I mean, it wouldn't even do it. The city's combustibles bags are transparent. No, just thinking of that will get me angry. Before I toss out the rest, I should hold on to it and ask you about it first. Hey you, do you normally just throw out your bras like this?
いいんじゃない？むしろ捨てちゃダメなの？
It's not that there's a problem per se. Camp's starting to get the pictures. Yuz just doesn't care as much. Maybe she's just not as wary, or just doesn't care. Either way, it's actually one of her endearing points, but I guess I should explain my reasoning. Well, if you just put them in the burnable bag, loose like this, won't they be visible to anyone outside? As your boyfriend, I'm really put off by the idea. There has to be a better way. Now that I've said that aloud, I sound possessive when I say it. But I'm serious, just speaking of that situation gets me angry.
なるほど。つまりレンは嫉妬してたんだ。私の下着が見られるかもって思っただけで。
Got a problem with that? I just really want him to go like, got a problem with that? I can send him a complaint then. Well, when you put it that way.
レン、かわいい。わかってたけど、私のこと大好きすぎ。
Yeah, I do. And it does drive me to feel jealous sometimes.
そういえば、家にいるとき、お母さんが私のブラとか切ってた。今思ったら、あれも見られないようにってことなのかも。今度聞こう。
Let me talk to her when you do. I want to thank her. I'm glad she saved me from getting jealous of hypothetical passers-by in the neighborhood before she moved here.
それじゃあ、今度から切って捨てる。ゴミ袋に入ってるのもやっとく。私もレンと一緒。他の人に見られるって思うのも嫌だから。
I'll take care of it this time. I know you're busy.
ありがとう、レン。でも、そっか。嫉妬したんだ。本当に仕方ない旦那様。
Hold on, wasn't this Wasn't the soundtrack called like Devil No but a Ditz, but now it's called Devil No a Bear? What?
どうせなら捨てずにレンが持っておく？そうすれば私も安心だし。
No thanks, I'm good. I had to consider that option for a moment before turning it down. Deliberately avoid making eye contact with you, knowing that she's making one of those cute pouting faces. But it was hard. Really, really hard to say no. As if to cement my decision in my own mind, I make a point to cut the bra into as many pieces as I can. And want to do it again? It's almost 12 o'clock. The trash is still there! The trash is still there! Come on, you! Oh, hold on. Are you sure you want to leave the trash? The truck's coming by any minute now?
髪がうまくまとまらない。こんなんじゃダメ。セットし直す。いつも可愛いゆうちゃんをレンに見せたい。
Okay, I'll put it out then. That's her reasoning for fussing so much I can't object, can I? Putting the trash out isn't such a bother in the first place anyway. That's why I'm torn over chiding her for this. I should remind her that we're sharing responsibilities here, but I feel like it would be petty to do so now. To say so now. It's easy to slip into a pattern of constantly shirking one's chores after doing it once or twice. And more than anything, there's something we agreed upon together. We should keep our promises to each other. I'll try to bring it peacefully when we're back from school. Make my way towards the door as I ruminate on how to word it.
おはようございます。宅配便です。
A delivery? That's only in the morning.
おはようございます。こちら藤間優さんのお宅でよろしいでしょうか。
Fujima? Alright.
どうかしましたか？
Oh, it's not.
お荷物が届いておりますので、サインかハンコをお願いします。
Sure, do you have a pen? The package carrier hands me her pen and consignee slip. You Fujima, eh? You Fujima. Yeah, you Fujima. I sent off the package and rolled the phrase around in my head. Man, I can't stop myself from smiling at the thought. It's totally involuntary, though.
レン、ゴミ袋知らない？もしかして出してくれたの？宅配便？
So it would seem addressed to Fujima Yu.
藤間優。はい、藤間優です。私が藤間優です。
こちら品物となります。毎度ありがとうございます。それでは失礼します。
藤間優、藤間優。素敵な響き。昨日頼んだのも届いたし、使うの楽しみ。
Fast.
レンも期待しててね。
Yu swings the package back and forth with glee, his skirt fluttering in her wake. Not sure I've ever seen her smile so intensely over any object before. Yeah, I'd feel bad if I killed the mood with talk of the trash issue.
あ、レン、ごめんね。ゴミ出ししてもらって。私が当番なのに。
Huh? Yeah, I mean, it's fine,
あり
honestly.
がとう。ね。大好き。
I mean, they did say that instead of like they take turn, it's just like whoever has the time. That's what they said. It should be fine every now and again.
もう開けてみる？でももう登校する時間だし。
Such a toy, isn't it?
見るだけならいいかもしれない。学園に持っていくってでもある。
I wouldn't take any more time than putting the trash in the curb anyway. It's not like she's making a habit of forgetting about the task. It's just one day. She does seem aware of her mistakes, so I hang on to it. I'm afraid I'm too sweet on her sometimes. You, Fujima. We're not officially at that point yet, but it won't be too long now. I grab the trash bag and take it to the curb while Yu opens her package. Whoa, this is great. Like how you actually have to click on these now so you can actually read them.
はい。今日のお弁当、卵そぼろをまぶしたご飯をメインに、ナスとピーマンのピリ辛炒め。こっちのお弁当箱には唐揚げとエビフライ。たーんと食べて。あと、キャベツと人参のスープもあるから、こっちも飲んで。
Oh, it's quite a selection. Nicely done, and thank you, Yu. As one can tell, it's now lunchtime. You and I have come out to the courtyard to eat amidst the pleasant weather. Well, pleasant in appearance, anyways. Are you okay out there? Out here? Not too hot?
大丈夫。あったかくて気持ちいいくらい。それより早くご飯食べよう。お腹すいた。
Same here. Okay, let's dig in.
いただきます。
Here goes.
何そのくしゃみ。すごいかわいい。じゃなくて、レンの方こそ大丈夫？もしかして風邪？
No, I'm good. Something just tickled my nose, that's all.
本当に？おでこ触らせて。で、私雪女だからあんまり熱測るのうまくない。どうしよう。
It just pulls out a man like a thermostat. Bend over. There's no person alive who can accurately check for fever by hand anyway. Seriously, I'm fine. But your hand was nice and cool. That felt good.
そう？レンがそう言うなら信じる。信じまくる。
You're more than welcome to believe me all the time. Anyway, back to the food. I give the stir fry a light sniff. Yeah, it should be edible. Feverish or not, I'm absolutely famished. And honestly, if I were sick, I know Yu's food would be just the right thing for me. Without much further thought, I happily get to work emptying the lunchboxes. Yeah, that was a great meal. Thank you for
お粗
cooking.
末様でした。今日もいい食べっぷり。スープいる？まだあるけど。
Sure, I'll have some. Thanks. Is she fine?
はい。
Oh, I've realized what's going on. I've realized what she ordered. She ordered a fucking egg vibrator, and she has it currently on her. That's the case, isn't it? Hold up. Huh? I peer over the thermos cap as I take a swig of the soup. She's oddly restless. Sorry. You can see the telltale shine of sweat building up on her skin. On such a clear day, the sunlight must be intense for her. And her cheeks are starting to turn red. Is she the one pushing herself rather than me? I'd have warned some attention. Shall we go back? It's kind of hot out here. Why don't we cool down a bit in the classroom?
もう戻るの？戻りたくない。
Huh? Why? What's this about? Figured she was totally ready to get out of the sunlight.
実はね、朝届いた荷物あったでしょ？
Yeah, what about it? Uh-oh. His face is definitely starting to turn naughty.
あれって、その、おもちゃなの。
Called it.
大人のおもちゃ。ロータ。
Adult toy? And you say it's a rotor?
そう。レイに使ってもらおうと思って、昨日頼んだの。
It just reminds me of the fucking animated sex scene with Miyabi because he used the fucking clip-on rotors that he used in the first game as well in the animated sex scene. Oh, I see. That's what she meant when she said I'd like it too. She said to look forward to it.
それで、帰ってから使ってもらおうと思ったんだけど、我慢できなくて、持ってきちゃって、さっき、試しに使ってみたの。
A little while ago. We've been eating lunch this entire time. She didn't seem like she was doing anything besides eat. Wait, I don't remember what a rotor is now.
今も、私のあそこに入ってる、ローター。 レンとご飯食べながらスイッチ入れて気持ちよくなってた。
Now I get it. That's why you started looking so off balance. And he's been in this state for the whole lunch period? All this time, she has such an indecent tool hidden under her uniform. I feel hot. My chest, my face, and even below my belt.
レン、今すぐしたいって言ったらダメ？
To the nurse's office.
これ、すごくて、エッチになって、お腹の奥、キュンキュンして、止まらない。
You looks like she's about ready to start crying in desperation. But all I see is a purely erotic expression.
レンとしたい。レンが欲しい。レンとエッチしたい。
Still not as thirsty as me, Abby, though. That face, that plating. Yeah, so do I, you. Yep, let's move on. I don't even want to hold back anymore. I don't think there's a good place. Here's a good place to start, though. Let's go to a different location, okay? That would have barely still been enough to censor. But see you after the sex scene! These are like the last two lines of the sex scenes, and I just felt the need to show again that she looks fucking dead. Just fucking look at this. She looks dead. There's no life in those eyes. Anyways, yeah, they really did go to the nurse's office, judging from the background. Takes the entire afternoon for you and me to finally get enough strength back in our legs to leave. So they just like full on skipped school.
さっさと片付けるのですよ、腐ったみかんどもが。
Shut the fuck up, Tama.
聖母マリア様でもゲロ吐きたくなるくらい綺麗にするのですよ。
Yes, you're on it. Get off the sofa so I can lift it up.
もう、リビング汚したのはほとんどタマちゃんなのに。ごめんなさい、リンさん、ユウ先輩。せっかくのお休みなのに来てもらって。気にしないで。お世話になった量だから手伝いくらいしたい。
It's Saturday. You and I have come back to the Ditzy storm on a whim to help the other girls with cleaning house. And what was waiting for us was...
いきなり寮監としての仕事をちゃんとしているか調べに来るとはどういうことですか、あの学園長は。タマがそんなのしてるわけないでしょうが。さすがタマちゃん、すごい開き直り。私も見習おっと。
まあまあ、でもいきなりと言いつつ来週に来るって言ってくれたんでしょ。多分ですけど、片付ける時間をくれたんじゃないですかね。
あの学園長がそんなこと考えてるわけねえですよ。
She just came in.
そんな無駄口叩いてる暇があったらちゃっちゃと手を動かすのです。学園長が来るまでに片付けておかないと。タマは
That's the gist of it anyways. Tama will have some serious trouble on her hands if the dorm isn't in presentable condition by the time Reika arrives. I'm of the same opinion as Miyobi, by the way. Reika gives the impression of having no mercy, but she's actually quite a considerate person overall. Yes, she's actually quite sweet. Tama is no doubt being so fussy precisely because she knows this to be true. What a child you can be. You know, it hasn't been that long since you and I moved out, and it sure does feel like it's been a while. Maybe it's because this place turned ungodly filthy in such a short time.
すみません。レンさんたちが出て行ってからすぐにこんな。一応私たちも掃除してるんだけど。
タマにかかれば一日で汚すなんて楽勝なのですよ。任せるのです。
In the future, when you get the urge to clean something, please act on it. Take the filthy rag I'm holding and rinse it, squeezing out the darkened water. Well, I can see the leftover and forgotten bits of pizza on the floor. How old is this?
でさ、正直どうなの、ユウ先輩。お兄ちゃんとの同棲生活は。
いろいろ。やっぱりいろいろさんなんだよね。最近は特にやばい。ラブラブエロエロすぎて、もう呼吸とす状態。
Cocytus? Isn't that the frozen river in hell? Actually, for Yukiona, that makes perfect sense. Whatever, no point in rejecting over that.
具体的に言えば、歯磨きしてくれたり、爪切ってくれたり、今では服どころか、ブラも着替えさせてもらってる。
ブラも着替えさせて、羨ましい。
If I may comment, please don't take us seriously. We do none of that.
そこまでって、じゃあどこまでしてるんですか？
これは。
I should have known that question was coming. Arl, why do you have to go and put that focus on me? Okay, that's enough sex talk. Let's get back to cleaning. At this rate, we won't finish even if we work all day.
そんなのじゃごまかされないよ。どこまでなの、レン君。おしっこは？おしっこのお世話はしてる？
I'm going to shoot you.
おしっこは、さすがに恥ずかしい。レンがどうしてもって言うなら我慢するけど。
Goodness, this caked on food is stubborn. I need one of those hard bristled toothbrushes. I tried to use the cleanup effort to escape the conversation developing between Iridia, Emmy, and you herself. Like, honest God, to this, I would just say, don't worry, I have no interest in that. Cleaning is such a cathartic thing. I feel like I'm purifying my own mind in the process.
もうお兄ちゃんってば、ユウ先輩甘やかしすぎ。歯磨きは本当にしてるじゃん。私も小さい頃しかしてもらってないのに。
Once or twice, sure.
私、レンに甘えすぎ？歯磨きしてもらっちゃダメ？でも丁寧で気持ちいいし、歯の内側とかねっとりされて。
Please don't make it sound sexual. But yes, it's nice when you let me do things like that.
私もレンに甘えるの好き。大好き。安心するから。だけど、エミリの言うことも一理ある。最近ベタベタしすぎかもしれない。今度からちょっと自重する。おっぱいマッサージは週9から週6に減らす。
ダメだこりゃ。レン君がどんどん遠くに行っちゃうよ。私もそっちに行きたい。むしろレン君で行きたい。やだ、今からトイレで行ってくる。
Oh no, she's going to... Just to let you know, she was totally joking about the boob massage thing. The truth is that we do it twice a week. But I guess I do kind of spoil you. Now the topic is at hand, I realize it's true. Neither of us seem to have a problem with that. If anything, we both prefer it that way. Honestly, I think I'd start feeling pretty down about it if we had stopped at this point.
まあ、二人がそれでいいならいいんじゃないかな。うまくいってないよりは全然。でも、あんまり無理はしないようにね、レン。心配性なお姉さんからの忠告だ。
Yeah, I don't see it. Like, you're the most responsible person at the dorm, but that's just because Ren moved out. Not to like insult you or anything.
たまには一人になって羽を伸ばすことも大切だからね。好きな人との二人暮らしも楽しいだろうけど。
I appreciate the advice, but we're fine. We're not pushing our limits.
そうかい？それなら別にいいんだ。
Thank you for concern. Like, Miyabi is the nicest person out of the entire group since she, like, actively is happy for the people at almost every time. I think there was only one time where that wasn't the case. The warrants a second word of thanks. But as I said, we're doing just fine. And if she's expressing some degree of worry, it means that there's nothing worth worrying about from her perspective. But if she's expressing some degree of worry, it means that there's something worth worrying about from her perspective. I'm glad that Miyabi cares enough to voice her doubts. Double my efforts in cleaning the dome, if only to show my gratitude.
それで、レンとユウはどんな行為をしてるんだい？勘違いしないでくれよ。知的好奇心ってやつだ。今後の研究の参考にしたいし。
Senpai, can't we end this conversation on a wholesome note? Because I get the impression that scientific curiosity is not the right term to use here.
どんな裸でしてるんですか？ ノーマル裸ですか？靴下裸ですか？ヘッドホン裸だったり？それとももしかして、伝説のスーパー裸人？
Oh, calm down. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
お兄ちゃんって 3P とか 4P に興味ある？したくなったらいつでも呼んでね。私は博愛の天使だから、ユウ先輩と一緒にエッチしてもらっても大丈夫だよ。ってか
Use plenty for me, so I'll have to decline. Emily may be an angel of love, but her brother complex is what put her in the storm, so that would be counterproductive.
レンちゃん、さっきから喋ってばっかりで掃除してないのです。これ以上サボったらゴメのお尻に頭突っ込むのですよ。
I'm going to shove your entire body into Gome's ass if you keep going. Yes, I'll get to work. Please spare me the whale anus, Tama. You, what's wrong?
レン君、3P するって本当？私も混ぜてもらっていいかな？
I thought I'd already shut that topic down.
レン君、一緒のお願いだよ。処女膜あげるかな？
レン、もしよかったらこのゴム使ってくれないか？それで出した精液をくれたら。
レンちゃんの背中、案外落ち着くのです。
Hey, Tama, don't drool! Tama, don't drool on my back! No! Nobody in the room can focus at all on cleaning anymore. Night falls before he can even come close to finishing the job. So this made you very jealous. A shiny black bug has been summoned from the kitchen. Everyone, tactical retreat! I like how everyone is still, like, supremely thirsty, it seems. But Miyabi still seems to mainly want her experiments.
Tadaima.
Finally home.
Okaeri.
Got to be back. That was exhausting. We wound up cleaning not only the living room, but also the entire kitchen. My limbs are ready to fall off, so I'm so tired. I even had to wipe down the windows, the air vents, and the inside of the air conditioner. Cleaning that place is a nightmare. You're tired too, aren't you? I'm too beat to bother cooking dinner. Want to order pizza or something?
じゃあ、エッチしよう、レン。
Wait, stop playing dodgeball with the conversation. Sex? Like right now?
すぐする。時は今、場所はここで。
I really don't think I'm up to the task. My whole body feels heavy. And you goes all out whenever we have sex. I mean, I still enjoy it enough to devote everything I have to it in the moment, but I'm not lazy, love making. But there are things we need to get done before we focus on that. Can we do it later? It's the weekend. We can spend all day doing it tomorrow. At least let me rest for a little bit, won't you?
だね。エッチして。エッチしよう。エッチするの。なぜなら、ゆうちゃん改めて気づきました。レンの周りには女の子がいっぱいいることに。
Achi. Am I? I mean, I'm sorry, you're right, it's true. No point of avoiding the issue, no. There's Riria, Emi, Arl, and Miyabi. If you count Tom and Rin for whatever reason, then the total is 6. So what does that have to do with having to do it right here and now?
ある。だってね、みんなにデレデレしてた。
No way that's true. I refuse to agree with that statement.
してた。
Okay, I agree if you want to like
レンが
argue
タマちゃんの
on...
胸の谷間チラチラ見てた。
That's literally impossible. She has the body of a toddler. I'm sorry, Tama. I shouldn't speak of you that way, especially behind your
で
back.
も、レンの周りに女の子がいっぱいいるのは変わらないでしょ？ないって分かってるけど、もしかしたらレンが他の女の子たちとエッチするかもしれない。
I can assure that will never happen.
でもリリアにパイ釣りされたり、アルルのこと触ったりした。
I can't deny any of that. That's true, both of those things have happened. Wait, how does she know about that? All the girls get together at one point and share their stories.
その話は別にいい。付き合う前だし。私は理解ある妻だから浮気は許す。最後に戻ってきてくれれば。
That's not bad. That's not good.
なんて言わない。レンの身も心も全部私のもの。
That's better.
これから他の女の子を見ないように、どこにも行かないように、今以上にメロメロにする。だから、エッチする。
Sum that up in a way that makes sense. There's an abundance of girls in my life. You, knowing this, is having doubts that I wouldn't wind up straying towards one of them at some point. So to prevent that from happening, she means to condition me never to have any wayward thoughts. She'll take whatever step is required to lock my mind on her. Okay, I get it. But simply, she's insanely jealous. It's a feeling not unlike what I felt about her bra in the trash a while ago. Of course she would feel threatened by her Ditstorm peers. So there's her method of monopolizing me once and for all. I'm kind of flattered that she feels that way. It's cute to see her in this mood too. I should be forthcoming with her about it. Glad you're so concerned with me. Was concerned with keeping me faithful, you. Really, I am. But this isn't the right setting to do this. If you're gonna make love, I want it to be in the right mood. Yes, I want it to be a pure, wholehearted exchange of love. And tonight is just not right to make that happen.
レンの言いたいこともわかる。中途半端になったらそれこそ嫌だし、物足りなくなっちゃう。
So, let's just take it easier tonight, okay?
あ、そっか。わかった。そうする。今日みんなに言われたし、レンに甘えすぎだって。だから、あんまりわがまま言わないようにする。
You. Have you said that? I'm glad you agree.
じゃあ代わりに今日はレンに甘えてもらう。
You'll be spotting me? And yeah, I was thinking she'd finally leave the issue for later. Annoying. Now she's talking about reversing our positions. Oh no. Now she's talking about reversing our positions. No, you put the strap on away. No! No!
そう。お疲れのレンを私がマッサージして癒す。大丈夫。動かなくていいから。全部私がする。たっぷり甘えて。
Well, if you say so. Massage does sound nice right about now. My back and legs do feel rather strained from all that moving
どう
about.
する？レン。
More than happy that she's offering. It goes to show that she doesn't mean the best for me. I guess I might as well indulge in a massage if you would. Want to spoil me? By all means.
テクニシャンユーに任せて。たっぷり気持ちよくしてあげるから。はーい。レンちゃんが大好きなおっぱいですよ。
See you after the sex scene. Apparently the line before this is, and suddenly the excitement drains away. Oh. He actually pissed himself? What? Let's just skip over this. My cry of anguish penetrates the ceiling and fades into the night sky above. It takes half an hour for you to finally convince me to get up and take a shower with her. You accidentally peed on you? That is not something I needed to know.
レン、ゴミ持ってかなくていいの？なんでしょ？
Oh, right, okay, I'll be right
いっ
back.
てらっしゃい。気をつけて。で、洗面器持ってどこ行くの？それも捨てるの？
Oh, washed up? I'm holding the bar. Oh, I did take the washed up with me. Sorry, I kinda zoned out there. Okay, now I've got the right thing.
ちょっとね、持ってるの布団だから、本当に大丈夫？ いつものレンらしくない。ボケだとしてもキレがないし。
Hey, playing the straight man is my job, you know that. It's true that my mind and body feel oddly sluggish today. I'm definitely rather spaced out this
顔
morning.
もちょっと赤い。風邪？ちょっとおでこ触る。じっとしてて。
Your hand feels so
気
nice.
持ちいいならいいんだけど。やっぱり私の手だとよくわからない。雪女の手、不便。体温計ある？熱あるか一回測った方がいい。
Checked myself earlier, I was fine.
だったらいいけど。
The truth is, I was a little higher than normal when he used it, but I don't want her to worry anymore. Knowing you, she would drop everything to nurse me back to health. And honestly, I'd find that wonderful in its own way, but I don't want to cause her such trouble. I already took medicine for it before breakfast, so I should be fine by day's end. Might just be the summer getting to me, not to mention all the sex we've had lately. Maybe I'm just worn out.
確かに。レンの動きすごい。光の速度で動いて時も止めれそうなくらい。
Right, and I guess I haven't been eating much either on account of the heat dampening my
な
appetite.
るほど。それなら今日は私が体力と精力がつく料理いっぱい作る。いろいろ頑張れるように。
Looking forward to it. By that, I assume you mean Elon
教
stuff.
えない。夜ご飯までお楽しみ。
Okay, I'll get myself hyped up for it by then. I'll go and take the trash out for real this time.
はい。いってらっしゃい。
It's gonna get worse. She sees me off with a smile as I walk towards the door. Once I leave the house and approach the trash heap, I release the mild coughing fit I'd been holding back. I'll make something super delicious and energizing. That's nice and all, but he's probably dying right now.
ババン。ゆうちゃん特製夏バテ改善料理。バババン。
Ooh, how about that? As promised, you has lined up quite the variety of appetizing dishes.
まずご飯は定番のうな丼。うなぎは一度作った後少し冷ましてある。こうするとあったかいご飯といい感じになって食べやすい。おかずはレバニラとニンニクのピリ辛炒め。これも定番だけど効果抜群。それに美味しい。あと冷たいのも用意してある。山芋とネギと豆腐が具材の冷やしうどん。これも食べやすいし美味しい。作ってる途中にゆうちゃん食べちゃったくらい。さあどうぞ召し上がれ。
Sure, she did say she would put a lot of work into it. Normally I would be delighted to dig in right away. But to be sure, all of this looks absolutely delicious. But all of this food is way too heavy for me to eat right now. I had to force myself to eat any of it. If I had to force myself to eat any of it, it would be the udon, I guess.
レンに早く元気になってもらいたくて作りすぎちゃった。食べきれなかったら残していい。デザートも一応用意してある。冷たくて柔らかくておっきな雪見大福が2つ。食べて元気になったらそっちも食べてほしい。こっちは残さずに。
You fidgets shyly. Her innuendo is obvious. The swaying of her body lets those two snow white buns jiggle slightly. Wow, now that's a dessert I would die to taste. But I have no idea if I'm in the condition to do that.
どうしたの？
You eyes me with a difficult-to-read, sad-seeming expression. Looked tinged with concern. What have I done? I didn't say what I said this morning, thinking it would come to this. About to turn a meal the girl I love made specifically. I've turned down a meal the girl I love made specifically for me. Meal specifically made for me. I can't do that. I'll just have to bite the bullet and stuff it all down. Men have to protect their pride one way or another. Okay, here goes nothing. I'll eat it all. Everything including the dessert. see myself and reach first for the bowl of Elon rice. Ugh, I ate too much. I complained inwardly while I put away the dishes and listened to the faint sound of the shower. I did my best to clean every plate you set out, but I was forced to leave some of the liver and onions behind. I had no choice, even if I hadn't been under the weather. The amount would have been excessive. I'm eternally grateful that Yu knows her way around the kitchen. The food itself was scrumptious. I haven't gotten my hands on those buns yet, though. I figured she meant after she bathed, anyway. I pressed the back of my hand against my forehead. I don't feel any better than I did in the morning. Still feel heavy and sluggish. I did take my temperature again, and my fever didn't seem to be any worse. Hopefully I'll be fine. I feel sorry for you, but I really should go to bed early tonight. It's better to be safe than sorry. Maybe I'll shower in the morning instead while I'm at it too. She was clearly looking forward to making love. So was I, to be frank. No, I have to say no. Safe than sorry or whatever. What's the point if I end up with an even worse fever? I'll have to tell her once she's out of the bathroom.
She's
That's coming! I'll have to dug my own hole now. You would be so crestfallen if I were to back down now. I'm such a pushover. I grimace as I resign myself to joining you in the bath. Yeah, it was. So cold. Bath water cooled by Yukiona is definitely not good for a feverish body. Great, I'm shivering now. Yu rolls over on top of the bed. Her bare breasts sway when she stops on her back. That's quite the sight. I'm always awestruck by her body, no matter when I get the chance to see it. Still, I have to be firm. I know you went all out to make this night work out for me. Hey, you. No, well...
やっぱり、いつものレンらしくなかったから不思議に思ってた。調子悪かったなら早く行ってほしい。無理は良くない。今日は早く寝た方がいい。というか、寝て。
but you...
エッチしたいけど、風邪なら仕方ない。寂しいけど我慢する。だけど、その代わり明日するから。めちゃめちゃするから。ちゃんと直して。
You... Part of me wishes she had been this considerate back when I was exhausted after cleaning the dit storm. But now is definitely not the time to complain. You was forcing yourself to be celibate for a night for my sake. I'm not happy about this. I want nothing more than to give her exactly what she wants. Sorry to make you worry, you. I really think it's nothing more than summer fatigue.
でもレン、本当に調子悪そう。
But it's true that my body felt really heavy all day. But I'm fine, really. Seeing you naked is more than enough to fill me with energy.
確かに、レンのピーンってなってる。
Here's the thing. Pushing yourself in this situation is just going to worry her even more later. It's fine to say, okay, I'm not feeling well. I'll try to I'll try to get better quickly. But just pushing yourself is just going to worry her. Of course, Sam, no cold can stop me from getting hard for this.
レンが元気で、そっちも元気で、エッチできるなら私も嬉しい。だけど、本当に大丈夫？
Yep, and I'll even work harder to please you than usual. Whatever the metric for that may be. I just want to make it clear that she doesn't need to fret over my health. Look, I'm telling you I'm fine. Let me prove it to you. You will catch a cold too if she stays uncovered like this. I pounce onto the bed and position myself directly over her. Hold on. It did show it for a second, so 1:59:50. 1:59:50, 1:59:50.
59, 50. See you after the sex scene. Sex scene is over.
でもよかった。本当に大丈夫そうで。
What did?
レンのこと、ちゃんとあっちもエッチも元気だったし、私をいじめてきたし、安心した。風邪じゃないって分かって。
Right, that felt so amazing I even lost all awareness of my condition. Pushed myself to have sex with you to assuage your fear of my illness.
あれ？レン？
What? In that moment, my head starts to spin. Ceiling slides away from me and the floor rapidly approaches.
Ren!
So you weren't sick after all, huh? Oh, I forgot. Like he doesn't actually fall over. It's literally just he's from like an upstanding position just suddenly on the ground.
Ren! 大丈夫？レン！しっかりして！
It's okay, you. I'm fine. Is what I want to say, but my voice won't come out. Don't let it come to this point. You called my name over and over, but I can't answer. That's why you always demand to see the temperature. The world feels cold. Darkness closes in on my vision.
39.8 度。風邪だね。
I like how they call Miyobi instead of an actual doctor. Figures. Miyobi looks down at my fevered face with a mild worry as I lay face up on the bed. My vision is fuzzy, my joints hurt, my body feels heavy, and I feel uncomfortably hot all over.
この前も顔色が少し悪かったし。3日くらい安静にしてたら治るはずだよ。
Yes, I'll do that.
多分それで大丈夫だと思うけど素人判断だし、一応熱が下がったら病院でも見てもらって。
Understood. Thank you very much. Miyabi knows her stuff. I should do as she says.
疲れが溜まってたって週何回したらそうなるんですか、この絶倫マジは。
Sorry, Tama, but can we not talk about that right
こ
now?
の弱ってるレンちゃんは SS レアなのです。もっといじってやるのです。
Like she's just like getting like just it's like just like looking down at him. He just like suddenly like camera changes to the front. We don't see him. And we just suddenly see his arm shooting up, grabbing her by the face, and just cut to black.
と言いたいところなのですが、優しくて美しくて清らかで可憐な玉はやめてやるのです。感謝するのです。
Thank you very much, Tama. She says the same crude things as usual, but at least there's some kindness mixed in there now. I knew that even Tama could act caring sometimes.
でもよかった。ただの風邪みたいで。ほんとだよ。すっごい心配したんだよ、私。着替えてたら、ゆうちゃんから急に電話が来てさ。でも泣いてて何言ってるかわかんなくて。さっきはスイヤーでレン君がスーパーピンチってことだけは分かったんだけどね。あの時のリリアさん、すごい慌ててましたね。裸で出て行こうとしてましたし。思わず、私も負けませんって脱いじゃいましたよ。
What? She's gonna run out naked? I'm not gonna lose! I accidentally pulled it up too much. Sorry about that. I was gonna like only pull it up a little as a joke, but I accidentally pulled it up a bit too much. So hey, you get to see some of the hair on my chest, like fucking rare moment, I guess. I fucked up, I'm sorry. Oh, don't make me laugh. It makes my joints hurt. I do feel like my body is much more comfortable now. Must be thanks to the company. Having everyone here is a calming event, to give it a name. They do say that illness starts in the mind. However...
さあ、みんなレンちゃんが心配なのはわかりますが、今日のところは帰るのですよ。やだやだ。お兄ちゃんの看病したい。妹ヒエピタする。略して妹ピタするの。私もレン君の抱き枕さんになる。風邪治るまで一緒にいる。
I already have my own compresses and pillows, thank you. Sorry to disappoint. I won't listen to won't listen to them anymore. Tama's growing furious at being ignored behind them.
私もレンさんのお世話をしたいんですが、あんまりいても迷惑ですしね。その代わり、お見舞いには絶対来ますから。うちに代々伝わる飛躍を持ってきます。
Thanks. Those sound like they'd be super effective.
私も本当は看病したいんだからね。ただ先輩として薬剤師を目指す者として意見してるだけで、そこだけは知ってほしいな。
Yes, thank you.
さてと、このままじゃ結局長いしそうだし、そろそろ行こうか。じゃあレンのことよろしく頼んだよ、ユウ。
よろしくね、ユウちゃん。
Oops, actually cut her off there. And so everyone leaves to their own rooms. By the way, the last sex scene was actually the animated scene, so... Suddenly the room is dead quiet. Not an echo of the din from before remains to be heard. You won't say a word. Ever since everyone showed up, she has simply stood there, expressionless. She must have been distraught over me. I tried to play it off as nothing, but now here I am. I pushed myself to the point of collapse. Hey, you. Say something, anything will do it. Then just get her to talk. What? Before I can come up with a way to do so, she speaks of her own volition. But I don't know how I feel about that tone.
ユウちゃん怒ってます。すごい心配したんだから。
Like, not wanting to worry people is fine and all, but you're actually sick. It's the best to actually speak up because it can just get worse.
エッチしたらいきなり倒れて、呼んでも動かしても叩いても握っても起きないし。
Right, I'm sorry. And nothing to say to that, besides maybe what did you grab, I guess. The fact remains that I scared her witless.
疲れてたなら疲れたって。風邪なら風邪って言ってよかったのに。
Additionally to that, this just makes it seem like he doesn't trust her.
無理して頑張られても嬉しくない。それなら私もレンに甘えなかった。
Yeah, you're right. It's exactly as you say. I was so desperate to make myself look impressive in Yu's eyes. I tried to brush off my illness like it was nothing. What a vain attempt at grandstanding. What's the point of all this if it just breaks my body?
ごめん。違うの。謝らなくちゃいけないのは私。ごめんなさい。レンが無理してるのに気づけなくて。
You reaches over and slides her hand under the sheets. It slithers around in search of my hand. It finds it and grabs it tightly. Her cool skin is a godsend, a relief against my feverish skin.
私のために頑張ってるの知ってた。無理してるの分かってた。
You don't...
だけど、レンが優しいから、それに甘えてた。
I want to tell her she's wrong. I feel like it would be wrong to stop her
いつ
confession.
も私の話を聞いてくれて、私のわがままを聞いてくれて、大事にされてるって思えて嬉しかったから甘えてた。
Yeah. He squeezes my hand again. Slowly my own hand and Yu's approach the same temperature.
寮の掃除の時、みんなに言われた時もそう。レンが大好きだから、レンが欲しいから、 レンが答えてくれるから、そうすれば私を思ってくれるからって頼ってた。
She reaches up to my forehead with her free hand. Gently, she strokes upward through my hair. Just like the other hand, it's pleasantly cool to the touch. Felt this just before I passed out, too.
Ren!
Right. You held me desperately when I fell to this floor. I realize that now that my head is clearer. Right. I said I thought aloud this time, but for no particular reason. I'm still feverish, but my thoughts are oddly clear as a bell. I still need to apologize to you. I straightened up somewhat in the bed. What you said brought on a small epiphany. We fall on each other out of love. We satisfy that need for each other out of love as well. That's crucial to understand. However, I was doing everything out of selfish pride. I should have known to lean on you earlier. If one side of the equation doesn't do the same, they won't be able to keep up the act for long. It's not a balanced relationship. Perhaps there's room for the kind of love where one person does all the work of supporting the other. However, even I have times when I'd like you to pamper me, to attend to my needs. I want to treasure her that way too. But that's not enough. And I shouldn't try to shoulder everything alone. It's the best track. We're a pair, we should act like it.
一緒に暮らしてるんじゃなくて、一緒に住んでるだけ。
You both have to carry on with the other's well-being in mind. We can't stay running for long if we're not supporting each other. Failing that, our relationship would quickly grow stiff. We'll grow too selfish. We'll get in each other's way, but we need to work together. We have to move into our future shoulder to shoulder, or not at all. I suspect you has the exact same realization in mind. That's why she gathered the courage to say these things to me.
レン。
Oh, my chest hurts again. Fuck. Yeah, you. We were so wrapped up in ourselves that we didn't notice. We didn't understand. We didn't know. And now, finally, we've seen the truth. The truth about the pair that we make.
これからはちゃんと言って。
I'll be sure to do that.
二人で話して、悩んで。
We talk things over and work it out together.
そんな同棲生活にしていこう。
I look into Yu's eyes. They glimmer with the light. Reflected from the window. I'm looking forward to it.
よろしく。
We nod in agreement. Today was, in a manner of speaking, a new beginning for us. A new start to our future together. I feel like there's another day. I feel like there's another day one of our life under the same roof. The real thing this time. You? We both lean in close. We exchange heat one more time through our lips. I feel like that's a bad idea when you're sick. Stop. I don't trust her when she sleeps anymore. What do you expect the summer weather to last? What did you expect the summer weather to last through
これ
December?
からもっとお鍋が美味しくなる季節。
Okay, she's
もう
not
冬は
nude.
ずっとお鍋でいい。っていうか、お鍋がいい。もつ、キムチ、トマト、野菜、鶏肉、魚。何入れても美味しい。お鍋最強。
That's true, you can get all the nutrition you need from one pot. Not to mention making it and cleaning up are both wonderfully
そ
simple.
れもある。食器とか気づくと溜まっちゃうし。
We gab on and on, vaguely aware that we're more than likely to forget that we've ever had this conversation by tomorrow.
環境設定でメッセージの設定です。
I'm turning this down to 50. I really like her outfit now. She looks really cute. But what's important is that we're talking like this. Walking together, side by side. The market streets have changed somewhat with the change of in seasons. But that's not the only thing that's different. Oh, I just remembered that we need to clean the bathroom. Why don't you do that and I'll make dinner.
寒いからやだ。 それに私、前洗ったし。
You please, you know I hate getting chills from it just as much.
それならゆうちゃん、条件をつけます。今日のお鍋はピリ辛に変更をお願いします。
Okay, I'll be more than happy to do that.
あと、餃子入れてほしい。
Pot stickers. Making those by hand is such a pain, though. Sure, we have a deal. Spicy dinner and dumplings, and you clean the bath.
任せといて。入るのもったいないって思うくらいピカピカにしとく。
Our relationship with you has gone through changes as well. I wouldn't have asked you to do that before, and you would have outright refused anyway. But there's a normal exchange for us now. We talk things out and make decisions together. Neither of us is spoiling the other. We just react to what the other does. We don't just react to what the other does. We work to be considerate of each other, be proactive, and facilitate our needs.
あれ見てレン。最新暖房グッズだって。
We just bought a new kotatsu. We have neither the need nor the space for anything else.
見るだけだから。ちゃんと散歩もご飯も私が世話するから。
Since when were we talking about adopting a dog?
でもこたつは買ってよかったでしょ？最強でしょ？
Yes, I admit I can't resist a kotatsu. That thing is a monstrosity. It turns people into boneless, but content piles of jelly. But forcing myself out of that thing earlier today took a Herculean effort.
仕方ない。こたつ初心者ならそうなっても。
Yes, I am. Even you, a practiced expert, has trouble resisting the pull of those things. The top of the table wound up covered in mandarin peels because we couldn't be bothered to get up and throw them away.
あれはお風呂に浮かべるのに置いてあるの？そういうレンだってだらけてる。布団に行かないでそのままこたつで寝ちゃってるし。何回私が言っても起きないし。風邪ひいたらどうするの？
Sorry about that. Thank you for putting a blanket over my top half instead of just leaving me there. She smiles widely at me. I mirror the expression. I feel like this is how living together is truly supposed to work. We carry on with our entire lives together. And over time, continue to learn about each other. The things about each other that we love. The parts we'd prefer to do without. And we teach each other about ourselves as well. Both the good aspects and what we need to change. That's how we keep moving forward. That's the secret, I think. Hey, you.
何？レン。
Wanna eat those cod roast chicken wings again? I don't know if they'd go well with the hot pot, though.
食べる。レンの料理大好き。いくつでも食べられる。っていうか、ずっと食べられる。
There are no more wonderful words for a man of the kitchen to hear. We do still have the occasional argument, but we do get fed up with you, one thing or another. But that's guaranteed for any couple sharing a house, I think. But we have ample time and opportunity to talk it out. Hold on. The whole process only brings us closer together. This is how you and I will live our lives. Together, forevermore. That was adorable.
僕と恋するポンコツ悪魔。すっごいエッチ。
That one is still the best up there. Just on the bed. It's fucking adorable, man. Anyways, open up the specials. Do this real quick.
おまけなのですよ。
Alright, the only one I can't show here is this one over here. Yuu feels a bit more masochistic in this game than in the last. But also were a lot more ejaculations this time around, so illustration was pretty tough. As I slaved over drawing all the fluids, I thought to myself, is Ren going to die from too much sex or something? Laughs. I worked really hard on all the illustrations, so please make good use of them. Okay, let's move that back into place here, and that was the wrong place. That is the right place, there you go. Here I can show none of them. Here I can show none of them. Actually, the entire right side I can show, but nah, too lazy. There's also the VA comment.
皆さんこんにちは。綾崎優役のあゆみさらです。今回もコメントくださいと言われたので喋ります。
Nah, I'm not gonna
前
keep
回
going
み
on
た
this
い
now.
にいくつか
Put down
質
the
問をい
desktop.
ただいているの
There
で
you go. But hey, that's the game! Like I said, I won't do all the other routes since, you know, this game has a bit too much porn and too little story. If you want, I can, like, make a quick, like, just video talking about the rough story of all the routes if you want. And I can just upload at some point. But, yeah, that's basically it. That's the game. If you want the other routes, buy the game, support the developers. Hell, it's good. I don't know what else to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll probably move on to recording some Saku now. Potentially. Potentially. So yeah.